What's up, fellow Blackhawks? My name is Kevin Ogtanko, and there are way more than 3 reasons why I feel like I've messed up as a teacher. But to start things off, maybe a little less serious, for number one, I've taught here for 7 years now, and I still find a way to either mess up or forget to take attendance. So shout out to you, Miss Brenda Millen, for always having my back and making corrections. Number two, a little bit more serious. I know my team and I have really tried to create new lessons with this e-learning environment and trying to be as creative as we can. But sometimes I still feel like these lessons aren't as successful as I want them to be. Or maybe the fact that things are virtual and not all my students video up, where I can't get good enough feedback to know if the lesson is successful or effective. So I know that brings me down sometimes. Number three, and even more serious, I think my biggest challenge has been work-life balance and keeping a good mental headspace. There's been many times these past few months where I feel like I'm not a good teacher. I feel like I've not been as supportive to my colleagues. I know the isolation and separation from my parents and my siblings has made me felt like a bad son or a bad sibling. Not a good enough dog dad, or not even a good husband. I think what's unfortunate is that I know I'm not the only one who's felt that or thought that these past few months. But there is a lot of power in a positive mindset. Being resilient, being able to bounce back from these challenges and pushing through adversity is really what makes us here at West the best. And it's something that we can continue to learn and can continue to work on. So to share some successes and really what's been keeping me going. Number one, I know that maybe even less than 10% of my struggling students message me back or take me up on my offers for one-on-one Zooms and interventions. And although it's disheartening that I can't, save every student, there have been a handful of kids who came back to class, who engaged back in academics, and have went from a very low failing grade to passing. Those successes mean the world to me. Number two, again, my team and I have really tried to create new things in this virtual environment. And even though if we don't know they're successful or not, we went outside our comfort zone. We got over our fear and tried some new things. And I know there are some new tools, especially instructional tools, that we can use in the future, even if we're back to a face-to-face environment. The last thing that I will constantly promote to all my colleagues, friends, and family and students is to constantly share gratitude and show your appreciation for people around you, whether that's taking the time to send an extra email to a parent or to a colleague just to say thanks, to send a video message to a student instead of just a regular direct message, to let them see your face so that you know that they're seen, they're valued, and that they're heard. I want to challenge a colleague of mine to share a little bit of why they feel they've messed up as a teacher. So I'm challenging you, Mr. Kyle Palestrini. Humble us with some of your experience. I know you're a phenomenal teacher and coach here at West. Much love to all my Blackhawks and members here of the Aurora community. Be resilient and continue to show why West is best.